This is still the morning drive on Providence Television International. Before we go straight to the news analysis, let's take a look at the words on marble by Dr. Emmanuel Igariba. We'll be right back. Welcome back, and quickly to the news analysis, and with me in the studio is the CEO Providence Television International, Dr. Emmanuel Igariba. A beautiful morning to you, sir. Welcome.
Well, that's relative. Good morning from us, but how many people are saying the morning is good, particularly the way the country is at the moment? Anyway, happy days are coming.
Yes, they are. Now, very quickly, the federal government are denying ordering the increase in fuel price. How true do you think that is?
I don't imagine that there's anything that goes on about petroleum products in this country that the federal government is oblivious of. What that means is that whatever goes on, because actually, look at it, it gives us 90% of our earnings, over 90%. So anything that touches petroleum products must be known to the federal government. So I'm sure that that denial cannot hold water at all. But however, if you go to any filling station today, the situation has changed. Even an NPC, okay, which is an arm of government, it has changed. It's no longer what we used to see. I mean, obviously, it's about 800 or going towards 900 naira now. So let's wait and see if the federal government will ask them to turn it back to where it was originally. Yes.
Okay, now NNPC, immediately they heard that Dangote refinery has started their sale of their products, the fuel and diesel. The NNPC now reduced the price to 855 to 900 or something. Does that mean that they know what they are doing, or they just want the people to suffer?
Well, leadership is a very intricate thing, and it starts from here, okay? Now, and the bottom line in leadership is compassion. When a leader doesn't have compassion, then he has no reason to be in leadership, okay? I have said it repeatedly, and people have said it over and over again, that Nigerians are suffering, all right? I mean, I thought by now we should be able to mitigate some of these things, but rather than that, it's on the upward swing. The suffering is on the upward swing, arising from the fact that the price of petroleum product now has gone up. Invariably, what you will expect, is that prices of foodstuff will also go up. Transport fares will go up, yes, naturally, and you can't stop them. I mean, for a guy who runs a private transport business, he buys fuel at about 1,100. How do you expect him to make profit if he does not jack it up?
Yes.
So that's the issue. I think, and by the way, on September 15th, this month, September 15th, NANS, National Association of Nigerian Students, they are staging a protest across many states in the country, and that portends something that will not be too comfortable
Yes.
for government. So we must watch out. We must watch out very keenly. And I mean by that, I mean that this fuel thing, is there nothing government can do about it?
That's the question. Yes.
I've always asked
Question
myself.
mark. Yes.
Is it no possibility of bringing it back to a more manageable state?
Price. Yes.
Where people can now say, okay, yes, we can manage with government, because the Nigerian people are not happy. I'm almost getting tired of saying it now. Otherwise, it's a thing I should say almost repeatedly, but one is getting tired. All right? But we must continue to speak out.
Yes, of course we will.
So that somebody somewhere can just listen.
Yes.
I hope somebody listens.
Of course.
What we are even thinking now is, let us hope that with Dangote fuel coming in, we won't have further increase.
Yes.
Because that would be an absurdity. And I should expect that if Dangote is coming in, prices should go down.
Go down, yes.
But the prices have gone up on the eve of Dangote's petroleum entry into the market. This is odd, very odd indeed. And I believe that maybe there are certain things Nigerians do not understand that our leaders understand. But they should tell us clearly what we don't understand.
Yes.
Because it's simple economics, okay? So we are hoping that things will get better in the coming days. But if they don't get better, then we are in for trouble. And in any case, Dangote is the only refinery working in the country, supposedly. How can one refinery service over 200 million people? Know the number of cars in Nigeria? Do you know the number of generators in Nigeria? How can one refinery? Where's the magic coming from? So the totality of it is the four refineries, the other four refineries must be put to work.
Yes.
If government does that, then we'll be arriving somewhere. But for one refinery, well, how is it going to do it? For over 200 million people.
It will be difficult.
Yes.
It will be difficult.
So
now with the pump price to 855 naira to 9 something, do you think with this price that will solve the hardship of the common man?
what kind of question is that? Rather than stop the hardship, it will worsen it. Because you are talking about prices going up. If there are things that can be done to bring the prices down, then we'll be talking about hardship being stopped. But right now, look, I bought fuel this morning in Benin, somewhere along Saple Road, at just about 8 o'clock. It was 1,100. If you go to that filling station again in the evening, it may rise up.
Yes.
That's what these people are doing. And it borders some profiteering. Okay? We are blaming government on the one hand. What of the marketers?
Yes.
Because NNPC, and in any case, NNPC cannot satisfy everybody. They may probably be selling at about 900. What of the others? What of the independent marketers? Yes. This morning, 1,100. 1,100. I just pray that we don't drive people to anarchy. I've said it over and over again. Because you see, when people are driven to the wall, they can turn back and do something really very funny. All right? So I just pray that we don't get there. We're at the edge of the precipice already. I just pray we don't get there. Because the people are suffering. We must empathize. I mean, the leadership of this country must know that they need to empathize with the people. That's the bottom line in leadership. Compassion.
Compassion.
Yes. Our women, I said it yesterday, I don't know how households are doing it. And kudos must go to our wives. Wonderful women in this country. Some of them are the breadwinners. How they are able to cope is the thing I don't understand. With these kind of pressure points on major households. We can't talk about politicians, those in Abuja and all that. They don't feel the pinch. But what of the ordinary Nigerians? Ordinary folks who are just managing to survive. What I see now is urgent daily survival of the average Nigerian.
Yes.
But let's hope government will listen.
Now, like you said, Dangote has rolled out their own now that they want to start producing. Now, the other refineries that have been abandoned, why is the government stopping from making those refineries start work? Because like you said, the cars in this country is so much. Dangote alone will not be able to fuel all the cars in the country. Why are the government stopping from all those other refineries to start working?
The problem has been on for a long time, you know that the problem has been on for a very, very long time, and it's the same principle. And I keep asking myself, why don't you close down the 4 refineries and build new ones if that is the problem? All over the world, refineries are getting smaller now, by the way. They are getting smaller, just like you have in technology. Things are getting smaller, okay? From your wristwatch, you can access the world.
Yeah.
There are wristwatches that have internet services just on your wristwatch, okay? I'm not even talking about your handset. Your handset, when you are on Zoom, you are transmitting across the Atlantic. That's what technology has done for us. So why can't we apply the same principle in building new refineries, smaller refineries, but with the same functionality? That's what government should be thinking about. If they cannot put these ones right, all the monies that they are collecting now, build new ones, okay? They are not doing that,
Yeah,
and I think that is odd. So, but Dangote, you mentioned Dangote. He said this morning, and I hope I'm right, that it is the Federal Executive Council that will determine
the price
of fuel coming from his own facility. What that means, I don't know, because it's a private person.
Yes.
All right. How federal government will interfere
in his own business
is the thing I don't understand. But that's what he has said. He addressed a press conference a couple of days ago, and this is one of the things he said. So what that means is that the Federal Executive Council would meet to determine the price
of the
Are
fuel.
they now saying that with Dangote coming in, the price of fuel will go down, or it will remain the way it is? We are just waiting and we are watching.
Well, let's hope that with the coming in of Dangote refinery, let's hope that the fuel price will go down by God's grace. Any last word from you, sir?
The last word is this, and I'm serious about this. We must take the anguish of Nigerians into consideration. Nigerians are going through anguish. They are going through pain. A woman came yesterday to the office here. She was virtually on her knees, begging. I saw her. I gave her something. That's my own little way of adding value to her life, okay? To manage. And what did she tell me? She told me that she has 4 kids to feed. The husband is jobless, all right? She's the one managing now. She rolls this food truck along the road, but she cannot meet up with 4 children. In fact, I was close to tears because she also told me that schools are resuming now.
Yes.
She's not sure if her children will go back to school. Will be able to resume. I mean, that is tragic.
Sad.
Very sad indeed. I dipped my hand into my pocket and I gave her something. She was very thankful. But for how long will one continue to do that? The husband is jobless. Meanwhile, they are tenants. They have no house of their own. They have no roof over their head except the one now at the mercy of the landlord. So, and there are thousands and thousands
out there
like that poor woman. Okay? So, but our leaders must know, something must pinch their conscience that Nigerians are living below poverty level. The United Nations records have clearly stated that. Many people are going to the poverty web on a daily basis. A daily basis.
Yes.
They are being trampled upon by fuel price increase, by food shortages, cost of living generally, school fees they cannot pay. The same people are being battered on all fronts. But here we are, people in Abuja, National Assembly members and all of that, they are sending their children abroad. At the slightest opportunity, maybe a little headache, they are going to Dubai. They are going to highfalutin hospitals around the world, leaving ordinary Nigerians to keep on suffering. It is not right. And we must give governance a human face. A human face. It's terrible. I mean, newspapers have said it, editorials have said it, other television stations have spoken about it. People out there, the social media is awash with what Nigerians are going through. And I think that it is time for Nigerians to hold their leaders accountable. Because at the end of the day, leadership is for the people. The people are not for leadership. Leadership must go into the sufferings of the people. That's what leadership is all about.
Yes, it is.
Yes, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Emmanuel Igariva, for joining me on the show. Morning Drive continues. Edna Cesar Garrick is my name. Don't go away.